The 6 best pressure cookers for 2024, according to the pros. Whether you're simply cooking for one or hosting a family dinner, these top picks in this video are perfect for novices and experienced cooks alike. We have tested and evaluated more than 40 pressure cookers and multi-cookers with pressure cooking functionality over the years. 12 of those pressure cookers were evaluated in a recent side-by-side test that included 8 electric pressure cookers and 4 stovetop pressure cookers. We evaluate each using the following criteria. Performance. Performance testing takes place in 4 parts. First, using distilled water, we evaluate how long it takes for each pressure cooker to come to pressure, recording how long each takes to release using the quick release function. The next test evaluates how well each pressure cooker makes long-grain rice using the preset or manual instructions. We record if the rice is undercooked, overcooked, or well-cooked, and we made a total of 24 cups of rice during this testing period. Then we test each cooker's ability to cook a stew containing chuck beef, canned tomatoes, carrots, celery, seasonings, and 1 cup of water. We first cook a batch on high pressure and evaluate the tenderness of the beef and vegetables, as well as the color and texture of the broth. Lastly, we take the same stew recipe and cook another batch using the slow cooker function if it has one. In total, we made 20 batches of beef stew using the pressure and slow cook functions. Ease of use. When determining scores for ease of use, we look at multiple elements that each pressure cooker has to offer. When scoring cleanability, we record if components are dishwasher safe and make note of any issue we had when cleaning after each performance test. We also take a look at each user guide and evaluate its clarity and readability. Lastly, we evaluate pre-programmed features, controls, settings, and app capabilities, if applicable. 1. The best electric multi-cooker for most people, Instant Pot Pro 10-in-1 pressure cooker. This model pressurized the quickest and offered the best searing and sautéing experience with a stable, non-spinning pot. The ability to use the stainless steel inner pot on an electric, induction, or ceramic stovetop was welcome, as it gives the user greater flexibility and control. Releasing steam is straightforward and safe thanks to its push-button release and plastic cover around the steam valve. The control panel is easy to navigate with a mixture of buttons and a dial, and we also liked the handles on its cooking pot, which made it easier to lift the pot up and out of the Instant Pot's base. In our tests, it earned high scores in nearly every test, and it was one of the few we looked at that made rice that was well cooked. It also aced our pressure cooking and slow cooking beef stew tests. The controls are highly intuitive and include settings for making soup, meat, stew, beans, poultry, rice, yogurt, and other Instant Pot recipes. The simple design makes it easy to use, and the clearly labeled buttons caused no confusion when testing this model. While it doesn't feature an LCD screen or tons of functions like more advanced cookers, this model is great for beginners or people who don't need as many bells and whistles. 2. The best electric multi-cooker for control freaks. Breville Fast Slow Pro Cooker. The Breville Fast Slow Pro is a feature-packed model that puts users in the driver's seat, but it comes at a high price. The biggest advantage the Fast Slow offers is manual control over both pressure and timing, with a simple-to-use, completely intuitive interface. Just turn the knobs and press them to select from a number of presets, or adjust the timer and the pressure manually at intervals of 0.5 from 1.5 to 12 psi. It offers a level of control that you don't get even with stovetop cookers. Most pressure cookers gauge internal pressure via a temperature probe at the base of the unit. The Breville Fast Slow has dual sensors, one at the base and one in the lid, which gives it a much more accurate picture of what's going on inside the pot, allowing it to adjust heating and, in emergencies, vent steam to reduce internal pressure. It also sports an easy-to-read screen and automatic adjustments for cooking at altitude, as well as an automatic pressure release. Compared with other models, the heating and searing functions on the Breville performed similarly to its closest competitors, browning meats and reaching high pressure within a minute or two of each other. We typically prefer stainless steel for searing, but the Breville's ceramic coating produced nice dark sears in a reasonable amount of time. The cooking pot also sits firmly in the outer chamber, preventing it from spinning around as you stir. For ease of cleaning, the Breville also has an advantage, since the ceramic coating makes wiping it out a snap. The Breville also has a very wide lip under the gasket at the top, making wiping it out simple. In every other countertop model, getting a sponge into the cramped space under the lid locks was a pain in the butt, if not outright impossible. 3. The best stovetop pressure cooker. Tefal Calypso Stainless Steel Pressure Cooker. This model's base pot is like a regular cooking pot. The bottom is heavy and flat, and could just as easily sear or sauté as it could pressure cook. For those worried about storage and space, this pot could easily double as a soup or stock pot. Holding just over 6 quarts, the Tefal Calypso pressure cooker makes a reliable mid-range option for batch cooking and feeding a crowd. If you want to forego the fancier functions of multi-cookers, you'll find this streamlined pressure cooker easy to use, clean, and store. It includes a steam basket and stand for more cooking options. The inner encapsulated base heats evenly and is compatible with any cooktop, including induction. It automatically shifts to keep cooked food warm. Comfortable side handle grips, a steam release valve that requires just one hand, and an automatic locking function improve the safety of this appliance. 4. Best Smart Pressure Cooker, Chef IQ Smart Pressure Cooker. Like other models, the Chef IQ Smart Pressure Cooker has a host of cooking capabilities, including pressure cooking, steaming, slow cooking, searing, sautéing, and sous vide. It even has a built-in scale for precisely following a recipe. Unlike other models, this one has a standout feature that's particularly appealing to budding home chefs. More than 1,000 presets and access to more than 600 guided recipes and culinary how-to videos. Plus, you can control the appliance using your smartphone via Wi-Fi or Bluetooth. During our test, experts loved how easy the step-by-step instructions were to follow on the LCD screen. The Chef IQ earned one of the top pressure scores during our beef stew testing, pressurizing in 31 minutes. Compared to other machines, it was very easy to clean and assemble. Removing and reinstalling the silicone ring was a breeze. The sleek matte black design is one that we wouldn't mind keeping out on our countertops. 5. Best Pressure Cooker with Air Fryer, Ninja Foodi 6.5 QT Pressure Cooker. The Ninja Foodi combines two popular cooking styles, pressure cooking and air frying in one machine. For those who love both the tenderness that pressure cooking offers and the crispness air frying can bring, this multi-cooker is for you. Available in both 6.5 QT and 8 QT visions, this updated model uses only one lid, unlike the original Ninja Foodi XL 8 QT pressure cooker. The smart lid slider enables you to select up to 14 different cooking functions including pressure cooking, air frying, and steam frying, which fries and steams simultaneously. Both the cooking pot and accessories are dishwasher safe, and any residue or food splatter on the outside of the machine was easy to clean with a damp cloth during testing. This model also had one of the top scores for performance. During our stew tests, the Foodi came to pressure in just 25 minutes. We found this particular multi-cooker is best for those with larger kitchens and counter space due to its bulky footprint and attached lid. Its capabilities are vast. This one-stop-shop appliance can replace several space-stealing appliances. It can sous vide fish, proof dough, dehydrate fruit, ferment yogurt, and countless other tasks that you may not have expected yourself to be capable of at home. Other multi-cookers we've tested have offered some of these functions, but this machine goes above and beyond in offering a much wider range, all under one lid. The previous Foodi multi-cooker we tested required switching between two lids, one for air frying and crisping, and the other for pressure cooking and steaming. This new model nixes that inconvenience and replaces it with a smart lid slider, where you can easily switch between pressure, steam crisp, and stovetop/air fry settings. And with an interface that I found to be user-friendly and intuitive, navigating the countless cooking functions wasn't intimidating. The steam and crisp function works wonders. My favorite feature of the Foodi was the steam and crisp setting. Similar to the tender crisp function on the previous model, this can be used to cook anything from produce to protein, leaving food crispy on the outside but still juicy and tender on the inside. We used it to make a batch of chicken fajitas, with the deluxe reversible rack separating rice on the bottom, peppers and onions in the middle, and chicken on top. In just 20 minutes, the rice absorbed liquid and seasoning efficiently, without overcooking, peppers and onions softened, and the chicken became juicy on the inside with a satisfying crispy exterior. We saw similar results when cooking a meal of quinoa, broccoli, and salmon. When the machine was done, the quinoa was tender, the broccoli roasted, and the salmon tender and golden crisp. 6. Best pressure cooker for canning, Presto pressure canner and cooker. If you'd like to pressure can and cook in one appliance, look no further than this model by none other than Presto, one of the most respected names in the canning sphere. This model is made from aluminum for even heating and can be used as a water bath canner as well as a large capacity pressure cooker, 23 quarts, that is. However, since it's aluminum, you should avoid using it for acidic foods, like tomatoes. It includes a dial gauge to precisely monitor internal pressure, which is important when pressure canning and canning at a high altitude, as well as a rack, and it holds up to 7 1-quart jars or 2 layers of 10-pint jars. During testing, we found that this ran like clockwork. The locking cover felt firm and secure, and the size was ideal for pressure canning quarts of baked beans and turning a bumper crop of rhubarb into 13 12-ounce jars of sauce in a single water bath batch. Just know that you will likely have to bring water to the canner rather than setting the canner in the sink, as it didn't fit in the basin or under the faucet. As for cleaning, do not immerse the pressure cooker lid in water, and be careful with the delicate dial gauge. Before using it for canning, test the gauge to ensure it's accurate.